Hood Pranks is here. Yeah, the whole shit's a prank. Introduce yourselves to the audience if they're not familiar. Before we ask your names and where you're from, Rosenberg, describe for people who may not be all over YouTube what's going on with these guys.
It's rare that I get caught up in like the current internet video sensation.
You're a liar. But continue on.
Recently, and I was on Facebook and someone posted like, "Oh my gosh, check out this ridiculous hood prank gone wrong." So I was like, let me click. And it was like, what, 7:30 in the morning one day? Yeah. By 9 o'clock, we were just all gathered around, was watching you idiots for like an hour and a half straight. And basically these dudes, from what it appears, go into, generally, I know they'll probably say they do other places. We've only seen them going into bad neighborhoods and sort of pranking locals.
Black people. Say it, black people.
Some, oftentimes, black people in the hood. And then they get their asses kicked a lot. And I watched it and thought this is stupid and dangerous and also intriguing and hard to turn off.
Yes. Well, now this has been a week now, and we have E.T. Say hello to the people.
Yo, what's going on?
And where are you from?
From Brooklyn, New York.
And we also have Mo.
Yo, it's Mo out here. We in the studio from Brooklyn, New York.
He's gassed.
Yeah.
And Dennis.
What's going on, guys? We're making it happen right now.
But Dennis, but you guys are from
Dennis TV, check me out.
So you guys have two separate TV things and you've collaborated.
Yes.
All right, so let's start with you, Mo, because I'm more familiar with you and E.T.'s pranks, which is, what's the name of the channel?
OCK TV.
OCK TV.
Yes.
I think you looked today, Rosenberg, and what were their views now?
Oh man, from when I first looked, it just in the last week now went into the millions on all of them. Like some of them just had a few 100,000 recently, right?
Yes.
And they just popped into the millions like over the last, what, week or so?
You ready to know that?
You already know that.
Our views on World Star are all millions.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
So let's just get right into it. You guys think that it's funny to go to bad parts of town, quote unquote, and basically provoke people to want to kick your ass. That's what you guys think is entertaining.
Well, we don't think it's funny. We just get requests by a lot of people, and they say, we prank everywhere, and they just tell us.
So how come you haven't gone to a Jewish neighborhood or an Italian neighborhood or a predominantly Asian neighborhood or a predominantly Spanish low-income neighborhood or just a regular predominantly white trash neighborhood where people would equally get upset? Because when I look at it, I look at you guys like you're fucking with black people because it's funny. Almost like these little Daquan little memes that go around where everybody thinks this ghetto shit is funny. That's how I look at it.
All right. So, in the near future, we're going to be going to, different towns and cities. Like in the next video, tomorrow's video, we went to the city and filmed, different people.
What, in Manhattan?
But you didn't really answer my question.
Your question was?
Well, so, I mean, you have to...
Wait, I got it, Rosenberg. Why are you fucking with black people because you think it's funny? Tell me why you think that's funny.
Nah, I don't think it's funny. We just, we just go to these areas because, like I told you, we get requests.
Because in these neighborhoods, this is where somebody will pull out a knife or will pull out a gun or will get an attitude. That's why you guys get those requests. Because where are those requests coming from? Who requests them?
Different types of people. Fans, Facebook friends.
So, Ebro, you're offended by this concept. You think it's trolling people. That's my problem with it. Here's the thing. It's entertaining. Here's what I wanted to tell you guys. The main thing I wanted to say was, I think you guys came up with some creative things that were entertaining and certainly got our attention. However, I do think it's offensive that you repeatedly go to low-income areas where people are likely to be living on edge and have their guard up more and are prepared to fight more. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, does it create funny situations where you guys are getting your ass kicked? Yeah, it does. It amuses me. But at the same time, I think it's offensive that you target that because, of course, that's the result you get. You're going after people who are in an area where they're naturally on guard because they have to be to survive. You know what I'm saying?
And then I think take it a step further, right? Like, obviously, you guys are safe because you guys are all small, white-looking individuals that when you go to a black neighborhood, black people are already looking at you like, yo, if I fuck you up like I would, and that's part of the problem in black neighborhoods is we believe that we're not going to get in trouble as much when we assault or go after someone who looks like us. But when it's somebody who looks white, we automatically be like, yo, no, don't touch the white boy. We don't want those kind of problems.
Well, because statistically it's true. You won't get as much
and I
trouble.
think you guys are playing on that. Because because you look nerdy or you look scrawny or you look skinny, you could go to these neighborhoods and nothing's going to happen. And you play on that.
You know, in the beginning, we weren't, you know, until today, we don't just, you know, go to these areas. We actually go to different types of neighborhoods. If you look at our previous videos, you know, we prank different types of people. We prank cops, we prank white people.
I saw a couple of cops.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I saw some
I actually
cops
got
in there.
arrested by the cops. He stepped on my jaw.
What did he step on?
He stepped on
jaw.
my jaw.
Oh, he stepped on your jaw?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we prank Spanish people, Chinese people. It's not just those.
So let me ask you another question. If in some of these videos you're making physical contact with people, like you walk up and you snatch somebody's cell phone out of their hand, you're making physical, or you sit on somebody and you fart on them, you're making physical contact. So if they fuck you up for that, are they in the wrong for that? Or you want to get beat up?
No, I don't want to get beat up. You know, absolutely. I don't want to get hurt or anything like that. You know, when we go out and prank, you know, we hope we don't get, you know, beat up or anything. We just do it all for fun and.
Until like the one kid who pulled the blade on your ass. I think he pulled it on you.
Yeah, we fell forward. You know, now we're not gonna, you know, do stuff like that.
Have you made a decision? Because there has been a lot of brushback. A lot of the Daily News wrote an article about it. There's community activists that are stepping up and, you know, saying that same things that we're saying essentially, just maybe not not directly to your face.
Yeah,
so has this affected what your guys' plans are?
I was just gonna add on to what he said. Like, you know, we hope for the best, but we're always expecting the worst. You know, like anything could happen. You know, there's like scenes where like no one does nothing, and it takes like a couple of days to shoot that video. It's like you guys see like 5 scenes that happen in like an hour. That's
Takes
not
a
true.
long
It takes a
time.
long
Yeah.
time. You know, we don't upload something that's not worth uploading. You know, if there's a scene that we don't like, we gotta redo it, and you know sometimes.
Well, but
takes
here's
a
the
long
messed up.
time.
Here's the messed up part about that. The example that's put out there for the world, right? Let's say they go watch one of your videos. They see 10 different examples of black people in the hood wilding out and acting crazy. Really, you talk to maybe 100 people, 90 of which were like, I'm not they didn't get upset,
Right.
they didn't get emotional, they didn't act crazy. But then you get the 10 who act like insane people, understandably in some situations, in my opinion. And that's why you're gonna upset a lot of people, because it's gonna look like you're trying to paint black people from certain neighborhoods in a certain light. That's the risk.
It was never that intention, you know? It really wasn't. Like, if you look at my channel, I do all types of pranks. It just so happens when we go to the hood, it just blows up, you know?
The hood ones blow up
Yeah.
more.
Like, I have other videos that blow up too, you know, all types. It just,
Oh,
it
you
just so
you don't say World Star enjoys promoting black people looking
that too.
nuts.
World Star just puts it up.
Yeah,
You know,
because World
Star's
Star is arguably the worst thing that's ever happened
Exactly.
to low-income black people in
and
America.
I feel like because it gets on World Star, all these other places get publicity. You know, Facebook, Twitter, all these other websites because of World Star. If it never went on World Star, you know, you guys probably wouldn't
Look,
have
take it
heard
from me.
you know?
I invented Smackfest in 2004. I'm early on this YouTube game. And we had all different types of people participating in Smackfest, right? It was everybody. It was guys, it was girls, it was black, it was white. We had UPS versus FedEx. We had McDonald's versus Burger King Smackfest. Like, we had all types of things. But they got a hold of the one of the 2 black girls smacking each other. And it turned into Hot 97 is making black girls fight each other for concert tickets and money. Had nothing to do with that, right? But to Rosenberg's point, you have to be aware of how sensitive some of these things are. And you got to be, yo, fam, I'm telling you, you're going to go to a neighborhood. New York is a different place because it's, you know, you see different people from all different walks of life. There's places in the United States, they've never seen people that look like you before, right? They're going to try to hurt you for real and they don't give a fuck. Like, I've seen a couple of your edits where it got to a point with a couple of people, they don't give a fuck about
what
your
happened
little pranks.
when the guy pulled the gun and you
Yeah,
guys
that was
stopped
my
it there?
question, because I saw somebody pull out a gun on you. What happens if one of you guys gets shot?
Well, first off, I was scared for my life when that happened, all right? That was very unexpected because I knew it was something coming because I said something and everyone was just quiet. you know. But after, like, you know, I'm like, please, you know, don't hurt me. Blah blah. He's like, listen, don't ever come here again, or you know, I'm gonna kill you.
But what if he shoots you? Whose fault is it then?
It's my fault, you know. But you know,
But
thank
he's
God-
the one that's gonna go to jail for murder because you
thank-
provoked
yeah,
him.
I know. But thank God, you know, nothing worse happened. You know.
So does that affect you guys going forward? Like, here's my opinion. Y'all do what you want. The main reason I brought you guys in was that I see potential because you guys are obviously have innovative ideas that can create attention. You're brave as shit, and you're naturally pretty funny. However, I think you have to use what's already happened as what got your foot in the door and switch this shit up. Because
And if I catch either one of y'all use the N-word again,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to bring up the fact that your background is Palestinian.
Yeah. Yeah.
We see y'all as black people too, just like we see Jews as black people too. Fam, don't be running around here using the N-word. That's why that girl knocked your ass out. Chill out.
But I just think that it's a good idea to take the notoriety you've already gotten, the talent you naturally have, and start moving a different direction. Like, I just cannot see this anyone. To be honest, if one of y'all gets murked for disrespecting someone, as bad as I'd feel for your families, I feel even worse for the guy who did it, because maybe he's a dude who's minding his own business, happens to have a gun on him, and you disrespect the shit out of him. Now you ruined his life because he killed you and he has to go to jail. And that day he started out just like, I'm just going out to mind my own business, and not that I support people keeping a gun, but he had a gun to protect himself, and then he felt like he had to protect himself.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's so much fucking danger. Now, real quick though, when those videos do end, what has happened behind the scenes that we haven't seen? Has anything been even crazier that you guys had to cut out from the videos because it was too much?
Oh no, everything, the craziest things go online. Like everything, like the gun thing, I would definitely throw that in there.
And so, but
because I was thinking at first, I'm like, I'm really scared. What if you know, cops show up in my doorstep? What if this happens? What if that happens? I was just like, you know, whatever. I just happened to put it up, you know.
do people recognize you guys now? Is it getting harder to pull off the pranks?
Sometimes they recognize us, but you know, I had a feeling, you know, whenever we prank these people, they know who we are, so you know, they have thoughts like, if he comes to me and pranks me, I'll beat the shit out of him, and so you know, he'll think it'll go online, you know.
Yeah, now that's another thing. You're definitely that's gonna be a real
Yeah.
situation. The amount of things that you guys deserve to get punched for, grabbing people's cell phones, deserve it punch. 100%. I mean, not even a question.
Farting on people.
Farting on people. When you
They point something out, like the farting video I did, like, because he punched me in the face in that scene, right? I give, like, when I prank people, I let them do whatever they want because I'm the one, you know, provoking them.
But you
I'm the one to mess with people, so I give them all rights to do whatever they want because that's self-defense.
But why'd you grab the guy's head?
No.
Do you think that was too far? Or was it you? Do you think that was too far to grab the guy's head?
Yeah, that was too far actually, you know.
Look at Mo laughing. Look at him.
You know,
Yo, you know what? I could tell Mo's the biggest piece of shit in the whole thing.
he was the one directing that.
He's the one directing it.
This is what happened. Like, I came out of the store to get you know, gum, and some kid was tying his shoelaces. He was like, cause we always have the camera rolling, you know. So he told, yo, ET, go get that kid right there. So you know, the best scene was like, you know, just to grab his head, I guess, cause if I just, you know, farted, you know, on his head without grabbing it, it would have been like an average scene. But we
Farting on
looked for-
cue is a talent too.
No, it's a button.
It was
It's
a machine. Settle down, Laura Style.
It's a little
It's the
pooter. Yeah, you get it off of Amazon for like $5.
Oh god.
Kings Plaza.
So, but don't you think, guys, in retrospect, I mean, even though it is funny, that it's a bad idea to grab people in any way? Because that's all of a sudden it's illegal at that point.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know,
Have any
But
of the cops or authorities been in contact with you guys at all?
Well, actually, the authorities love us. You know,
Really?
every time we're on the streets, they're like, "Yo, it's those assholes." You know, they make YouTube videos. Yo,
But
So
no
you
one's
guys-
no one's reached out to you guys and said you guys have to stop this or it's going to be a problem.
no.
I don't know
no
if they
one.
can force them to stop. They're probably one of two things are happening. They can't force to stop them, or they're just like, well, fuck it, let's see if they die.
How bad have you gotten beaten up? Because one of you guys got jumped by a couple people.
He did, but yeah.
How bad was that?
Which one of you got tapped on the hill? Was that one of you guys who was standing there and you got like a piece missing right here?
Oh no, that was
Was that someone else?
that was a different YouTube channel.
Oh, it's a different
I love
channel?
them, though.
Yeah, that guy got lit.
He's a clown.
So what's the worst injury you've had because of it?
the worst injury I had is when I took some kid's phone in Brownsville, and he put me in a headlock, and he just like MMA'd my shit.
I
Yeah,
saw
he flipped
that.
you on your back.
And then the woman gets up and blames the other kid, like, did he steal your phone? Because you guys are like some scrawny little nerdy kids. She thought her own neighbor, who just happened to be a tall black dude, was actually the criminal in the whole situation.
Yeah,
That's how sad shit is.
Do you think you guys are making a conscious effort to diversify the neighborhoods that you go to, though, so people don't continue to say, why are you always going to the same places?
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm gonna switch it up. Like I noticed that like
Yeah, why don't you go fuck with some Russians?
Yeah, hell, that's next.
Yeah,
you know, like
I want to see how that works out for you.
Like my next video is with all Russians. You know,
Yeah.
you know everybody. It's
Yeah.
a whole mixture of things.
And
But
why
people-
you guys should antagonize some Palestinians. Things are pretty uptight over there right now.
Yeah, like I want to add on to what you said. Like they just want to see if they get killed. If you read all our comments, it's crazy.
What do you
Like-
mean?
Like they're like, yo, I can't wait till you guys die and upload that footage.
You should have seen one of my comments. Mine was like, "I wish he pulled the trigger and shot you in the head."
I'm sure.
Like,
What do you
it's
guys,
just crazy.
by the way, what do you guys' parents think about this situation?
Oh, my parents didn't even see the last two videos. Thank God. You know.
Oh, they're
saw-
gonna see this one.
No.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Mo?
uh,
What do your parents think?
you know, it's half-half. You know, my mother is not, she don't like the idea, but my father's just like, be safe.
But you're not safe.
But you're not.
You're not safe. It's the opposite of safe. It is incredibly dangerous. And the thing is, though, here's the craziest part. In spite of the fact that the media has spoken up about this, and in spite of the fact that even sitting here in front of people who really understand what the streets of New York are capable of doing, you're talking about people who interact with the streets nonstop and manage to survive day to day while talking crazy on the radio. We know this game well, and we're telling you, you're going to get legit fucked up. You guys are still laughing about it. You're not even able to wipe the smile off your face.
Right. Hot 97, they made it. In their minds, they made it.
I'm just so excited that I'm here in the room with you guys.
Well, I know
You guys are making me smile.
I mean, and we appreciate, like I said, we appreciate the ingenuity. It is some funny new stuff. It reminds me of some stuff that I used to find really classic and funny, like that people like Tom Green did and things like that. It's just the only part I don't like about it are the racial and socioeconomic implications of what you're doing. That's the part I can't co-sign. So I would like to see that you guys try to put, first of all, if you went out to like the burbs, A, it would seem less offensive because it would seem more diverse, and B, it would be way safer. Like
No,
people,
no, and I got news for you. And C, they would probably stop you.
yeah, that too.
The reason they're not stopping you is because you're fucking with people who don't have a voice, and you're fucking with people who are underrepresented. So they let you get away with it, and then hey, everybody likes to laugh at the poor broke guy, right? It's funny, right? But I dare you to go fuck around with some rich kids.
You think they'll stop them? You think if they went to the fancy mall, they'll stop them?
Absolutely. But with all that said, let's go fuck with the reception.
Show us the game plan.
All right, we'll make up a game plan. Now, listen, if you guys do want to check out these Lunatics videos, what's your web channel again?
www.youtube.com/The Ock Show or Ock TV on YouTube.
Yeah, you could just search up Dennis C TV, Dennis CEE TV on YouTube, and you know it should come up.
You guys want to give a shout out to Brooklyn?
Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Bay Ridge.
No,
shout
yeah, that side of Brooklyn. Shout out
to that side of Brooklyn. Shout out to my boy Oshmove and everyone out there supporting, all the fans.
Especially shout out to Hot 97.
Yeah,
You should know about
word.
that.
Yo,
Shout
listen.
out to Peter Rosenberg making it happen for us, and shout out to Yemen jumping up.
Who's that?
I don't know. They're inside jokes, man. What do we know?
Shout out to my family. I love you. They're probably not gonna see this.
And also, you know, I would say that we would ask you guys to actually do some pranks, but the pranks that you guys do would get us in a lawsuit so fast.
I know.
Yeah.
Can I do one more shout out?
Oh, yeah,
shout
one more
out,
shout.
Shout out to my director, Alan Davidoff.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
love that guy.
Alan's out here living.
He's probably, because I was thinking he's probably gonna kill me if I don't say, you know, shout him out.
No, you
So
should
I
shout
just
them
want
out.
to-
Yeah, we could. They could do great street stuff, but it would be bad for us.
Hood pranks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
and
guys.
Good luck to you. And listen, if you get in any trouble out here and it gets crazy, don't call us.
we can't help. We
don't know.
already
Can't
give you
help it.
advice. We already give you advice.
We don't know you.